Leonardo DiCaprio to star in Quentin Tarantino's Manson movie. After being courted for several months, Leonardo DiCaprio will star in Quentin Tarantino's untitled Charles Manson movie. Sources confirmed to Variety. DiCaprio will play an aging, out-of-work actor in the film. Margot Robbie, meanwhile, is being eyed for the role of Sharon Tate. This will mark DiCaprio's first film since winning the Oscar in 2016 for his performance in Alejandro G. Iñárritu's The Revenant. DiCaprio and Tarantino last collaborated on 2012's Django Unchained. He is repped by LBI Entertainment. As previously reported, Tom Cruise is also being pursued to star in the director's ninth feature. Sources now tell Variety that Tarantino is interested in casting Al Pacino in the film as well. Sony is handling distribution. The movie will hit theaters on August 9, 2019, Variety has learned. Opening on the 50th anniversary of the day that the Manson family committed the La Bianca murders and the day after Tate was killed. The film will head off against Artemis Fowl, Disney's adaptation of the popular sci-fi and fantasy series. Sony beat out several bidders, including Warner Bros. And Paramount, for rights to the film. The movie, shrouded in secrecy, is set in 1969 and is believed to involve Charles Manson and the Manson family murders. The director has told media outlets that it's not a biopic but is an ensemble film set during the tumultuous time period. It's the first pick that Tarantino is releasing without the Weinstein Company. A group of investors led by Maria Contreras-Sweet is in a strong position to buy the Weinstein Company, following sexual misconduct allegations against its disgraced founder Harvey Weinstein. Deadline Hollywood first reported the news. Leonardo DiCaprio is joining Quentin Tarantino's Manson movie. Leonardo DiCaprio is hitching a ride to the past with Quentin Tarantino. According to Variety, the actor is in talks to star in the director's upcoming Charles Manson project. It'll be a reunion for the duo, who last worked together on the 2012 Western Django Unchained. But before you get your hopes up, know this: DiCaprio shan't be taking on the role of wild-eyed Manson himself. He's instead rumored to play the role of an aging, out-of-work actor. Plot twist. Thus far, the rest of the cast is still up in the air, though Margot Robbie has long been rumored to play the role of Sharon Tate, the actress who was murdered by members of Manson's cult. Tom Cruise is also reportedly in talks to join the cast in a mysterious, not-yet-public role. Tarantino is said to be courting Al Pacino as well. The film, Tarantino's ninth feature, has already been set for an August 9, 2019, release date, timed to the 50th anniversary of the Manson murders. As Tarantino has previously revealed, the film is less straightforward Manson biopic than it is a broad story about California in 1969, with the Manson murders serving as a backdrop for the overall story. DiCaprio's role will likely be vital to the film, important and interesting enough to, say, mount an awards season campaign around. Because if there's one thing DiCaprio loves, it's an Oscar campaign, perhaps especially now that he can relax and luxuriate in the competition, since he's finally got a statuette to call his own. Though we might not be in for the same level of crazy story we got during his press circuit for The Revenant. He ate raw bison liver. He slept in an animal carcass. He was tortured by Tom Hardy. The atmosphere of a Tarantino film should make for some pretty juicy behind-the-scenes stories. Remember the time on Django where DiCaprio actually cut his hand during a scene and just kept going? The moment probably still haunts Kerry Washington, though she has long been a cosmically good sport about DiCaprio going rogue and smearing his actual blood on her actual face. Or maybe, considering he doesn't actually get to play the villain in this particular movie, DiCaprio should be the one on the lookout for method acting-induced madness this time around. Leonardo DiCaprio joins Quentin Tarantino's Manson murder film, but not as Charles Manson. Quentin Tarantino has made his first official casting choice for his upcoming film about the Manson family murders, with Leonardo DiCaprio in a starring role. After Tarantino reportedly discussed parts with both Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, DiCaprio is the first to reportedly sign on to the project, but not in the role you might think. In the upcoming Manson project, which is listed on IMDb as untitled Quentin Tarantino, 1969 Project, DiCaprio, who has previously worked with Tarantino in Django Unchained back in 2012, will apparently play an actor who appears in a movie within the movie. Since winning an Oscar for Best Actor in 2016, DiCaprio has not appeared in any films, so his meta-movie role in Tarantino's fictionalization of the Manson family murders could be the one that nabs him another Oscar nomination after the film premieres in 2019. Even if he won't be playing Charles Manson, the Manson movie will be distributed by Sony Pictures. They've secured all global rights to the film. The film is scheduled to be released exactly 50 years after the murder of actress Sharon Tate, but according to Deadline, the project is reportedly not a Charles Manson or Tate biopic. Rather than focusing explicitly and solely on Manson, it will center around events in Los Angeles that occurred the summer of 1969, which is also when the Manson murders took place. Both Margot Robbie and Jennifer Lawrence have allegedly been approached by Tarantino to play Tate, but so far the only actor to have been cast is DiCaprio. Of course, the conversation surrounding the film has been notoriously hush-hush, and it has yet to be reported who will play Charles Manson. But the untitled Quentin Tarantino, 1969 project will be Tarantino's 9th film endeavor. He plans to retire after making 10 films, remember? And the controversial filmmaker is also allegedly working on a final installment of the Kill Bill series, as well as conceptualizing a new Star Trek film with J.J. Abrams.